Hola a todos y todas, es un placer estar aquí con ustedes también. Puedo hablar un poquito en español, pero más que todo voy a intentar en inglés y si necesitamos seguir adelante, estoy disponible después. What I'd like to do is first of all acknowledge that I stand here with the chills up and down my spine, las hormigas como dicen en español, because we're in these dark times. There's so much love and joy here. So much love and joy here, and we're here. I'm here. Yeah, I'm a Sonoma County supervisor. I'm an elected official. As they said, you know, I just want to first acknowledge that, you know, I love my boots. I'm an outdoorsman. I grew up in the countryside, and I'm a huge, not just supporter, not just ally, but the best way to be a champion is also to be an accomplice. Right? And I learned that a lot initially during the pandemic when we were really working to create the Office of Equity at the county and to continue that work internally and externally and with community partners. And I did it, I also just think about it each and every day as when I really started to know more and more about positive images. And positive images came more, I would say, out into the community than ever when we created the America Rescue Plan Act, contracting, and I just started to fall in love, right, with the love that I see with you all. And it's just so beautiful to be here because while this is a building, I was really honored to come and visit your other office and do a tour and see that it wasn't just an office. No era solamente una oficina, el otro edificio, era un lugar seguro, una protección para muchas personas durante muchos años. It was a place of protection. It was a place where people could come and find themselves when they couldn't do that at home. And I saw that. I saw that with the rooms and the art and the clothes and the love, and it just sunk in. And so I really want to first of all just acknowledge that that we have a huge champion on our board as well that helps lead me every day, and that's Linda Hopkins. Supervisor Linda Hopkins, the chair of our board right now. She's not able to be here. She's sick, God forbid. You know, petri dishes, meaning school is back in session. And so, but I talked to her a little bit this morning and wanted to share that at the start of this year when she came in full of light and fight as becoming the chair of the board after this last election, one of the biggest focus was to come out loud and proud in support of trans rights and a day of trans acknowledgement and celebration. And I just want to thank so many of you for being there and for us to be vocal and loud at a time when people are shirking away and getting scared. And so we're looking to not just support in words, but in actions. And so one of the things that I just want to say is that we're also here today. We do have some district funds out of the 4th district, but it will be approved by the whole Board of Supervisors. We're going to dedicate $50,000 to this building and the build out. And I want to really say that sometimes we're able to do this stuff, sometimes we're not, right? Sometimes we're in tough budgets, sometimes we have it, but when you have it, you have to put it towards the biggest priorities and the areas that need it the most. Once again, I sit here covered in chills, and that means to me that life, love, God, whatever it is with me in this moment with you all. And I want to thank you so deeply for sharing pain and building resilience and then expressing joy. The last thing I want to say is somebody up in Humboldt, a woman came up to me and she said, you know, hey, I liked what you had to say. I'm doing other things. I'm on this campaign trail. I'm running for a different office, state senate stuff. But she gave me this hummingbird, and she says, I just want you to hold on to this hummingbird every once in a while. And I said, well, can you tell me why? And she said, you know, the parable of the hummingbird is such that during a big forest fire, all the animals are fleeing. The embers are flying. The flames are encroaching. You can feel the heat all around you, and they all huddle around the lake in the middle of the forest. And the flames are coming from everywhere. You can see this is kind of a metaphor for our times, right? Both in what we've gone through with wildfires, but at the same time with what we go on in our world. And all the animals were there, huddled around in fear. And they kept seeing this hummingbird do hot laps back and forth. buzzing, excuse me. All the other animals huddling in fear said they saw this hummingbird. They look up and this hummingbird is going back and forth from the lake, kind of into the fire area. And then they realize that the hummingbird is getting little drops of water from the lake and putting them on the fire. And the animals stop the hummingbird and say, "What are you doing? You can't make a difference. You're just a little hummingbird." The hummingbird looks back and says, "I'm doing what I can. And if all of you joined me, we would make a difference." So just kind of a thought to share with you. And, the world seems so daunting. There's so many things we can't do, but there's so many things we can do. And it's beautiful to be with you here today in this space with camo and rainbows and a lot of love. So thank you so much, Dave.